Hi everyone, my name is Natalie.
And it's Katrina.
And welcome back to our channel. So today we're going to be talking about some dangerous Japanese games.
By dangerous, we mean more like the spiritual kind of danger.
Yeah.
Like the kind of danger you feel when people warn you, don't go near that Ouija board.
Today we're going to be talking about 3 out of many Japanese urban legends relating to this idea of communicating with spirits.
First, we're going to be talking about Satoru-kun, then Kaijn Ansa, and finally we'll be finishing off with Kokkuri-san, which a lot of you are familiar with because it's really similar to the Western Ouija board.
So the story about Satoru-kun goes like this. It is said that Satoru-kun will know the answer to any question, whether it be about the past, present, or future. He will answer any question that you ask him. So here's how to contact him.
First, you go to the nearest payphone. I know, there's not many payphones around right now, but first you go to the nearest payphone and you take a 10 yen coin and you use that to dial your own cell phone. I'm not sure how this translates to other currencies because I don't even know if you can make even a phone call with like a 10-cent coin in Canada. I don't know.
I haven't tried.
Yeah, but anyway, it's a 10 yen coin in Japan for a Japanese payphone.
Then when you get the call to your cell phone, pick up the phone and say this. Satoru-kun, Satoru-kun, oide kudasai.
Satoru-kun, irashattara ohenji kudasai.
You have to say every word on point exactly as is.
No mistakes. Then, hang up your phone and turn off your cell phone as well.
Within 24 hours, your cell phone will ring. When you pick up, Satoru-kun will tell you his current location. He's gonna call you a bunch of times, and each time he's gonna be closer and closer and closer to you.
Closer and closer and closer. At some point, Satoru-kun is gonna be right behind you, and that's when you ask your question with no hesitations. If you do this right, he'll answer whatever question you have and say, "Mata ne," and hang up. But here are some things you gotta avoid if you don't want to end up hurt or misled.
Number 1, you should never turn around when he's behind you.
Number 2, don't summon him and then have no questions to ask. Like, you have to ask him a question.
3, do not ask more than one question.
Yeah, don't be greedy. And number 4, when Satoru-kun gives you the answer, don't repeat that answer. Like, don't repeat what he told you to anyone else. It is said that if you break any of these rules, Satoru-kun will come and whisk you away, spirit you away to a different world, and you won't be able to return to this one.
The second urban legend is similar to the first one because it has something to do with the phone. This one is called Kaijn Ansa.
Again, this is a game you play because you have a question that you want answered. This time though, 10 people are going to be involved.
First, you get 10 people to stand in a circle. Then, person number 1 calls the person beside them, person number 2 calls the person number 3, and so on.
When it gets to person number 10, they're gonna again call person number 1. So at that point, everyone in the circle is gonna be on the phone or trying to get through to somebody. And that's when Kaijn Ansa will answer.
And then you can ask any question you please. Kaijn Ansa will answer 9 out of 10 people's questions, but one unlucky person will instead be thrown a question at them that they have to answer.
And I say unlucky because it's going to be some super random hard question that like nobody could answer on the spot. For example, what day of the week will it be 105 years from now on like December 5th? Like, I don't think I could ever answer that like this. And if you can't answer, there's a couple things that could happen. Some people say that he reaches through the phone and then tears off one of your limbs. And then some other people say that he comes to you and basically like shreds you to pieces. Either way, it's kind of gory. And I think either way, he walks away with one of your limbs.
Apparently, Kaijn Ansa is a yokai that was born as just a head. So it is said that he does this to collect enough body parts to make him a whole body.
Does that make him like a Frankenstein?
And finally, our last topic of today.
Kokkuri-san!
Kokkuri-san is basically a Japanese Ouija board, and it has similar warnings against it.
Some say though that it's a little bit less dangerous because you're dealing with like a Shinto god. Some people are saying that it's a mixture of, think of fox, dog, and tanuki. So they're saying it's like a Shinto spirit that you're dealing with, so it's less threatening than a demon, which is what a lot of, I think Christianity says that the Ouija board brings.
All you need for this is a paper, pen, coin, and table.
So at the top of the paper, you want to draw something called a torii. And if that's like thinking about the red Japanese gates in front of a lot of shrines, you'll see them. So you want to draw one of those in red in the middle and top of the paper. And then on the left and the right of that torii, you want to write yes or no, or like, hai, ie.
So it's kind of like similar to a Ouija board where it's like yes and then no, and it's all of like the letters and stuff. The prepared paper should be placed on a table with all of the participants gathered around.
So you should use the coin and put it on top of the gate, and everyone's index finger should go on top of that coin. Then everyone should chant, "Kokkuri-san, Kokkuri-san, どうぞおいでください。もしおいでになられましたら、
はい、お進みください.
If you're able to reach Kokkuri-san, then the coin will move to the height or the yes on its own.
Here is where you ask Kokkuri-san any question that you want, and it will answer through moving that coin.
Between questions, you kind of want to reset it by asking 鳥居の位置までお戻りください, and the coin should move back to the gate, and then you start your question again.
The most important part of this process is to ensure that you say this at the end.
コックリさん、どうぞお戻りください. And if after saying that, the coin moves to the yes, and then after that to the gate, it means that the Kokkuri-san is ready to be finished the game.
If that doesn't happen, or if the coin goes to no or yes and doesn't go back to the gate, you have to keep asking questions. This is going to keep repeating up until Kokkuri-san will go from yes and back to the gate. And when it finally goes back to the gate, you're going to say this. Kokkuri-san, ありがとうございました. お離れください.
And that's how you bid farewell to the Kokkuri-san, when the Kokkuri-san is ready, not you.
And after that, you have to destroy the paper and spend the coin.
Otherwise, the spirit kind of remains stuck with you. And you have to do this within 24 hours.
Anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below what you want us to do next. またね!
Bye bye!